Good morning, everybody. This is Fadel Sadi, the Wit Magician. A new magical formula I learned from a very beautiful book here. It's called Everything Store. It was written by Brad Stone. It talks about the story of Amazon. It talks about how having a dream and following that dream can get you wherever you want and can make you the richest man in the world. And this is true because it's proven and it happened. It's not a myth. The three main important lessons you learn from this book. Number one, let your customer service know no limit. If you ever try to buy something from Amazon, you will understand what does this mean. You can buy whatever you want from Amazon, wherever you are, and you can use it for 30 days or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, depends on the return policy. And if you don't like it, you can just return it. Jeff Bezos will take care of everything. You don't pay anything, you don't pay for return, you don't have to explain why this happened. You don't even have to justify why it was broken if you did break it. And in the beginning, in the early starts of Amazon, back in 1994, book suppliers were complaining that you cannot allow customers to post reviews of the books. That will affect the sales of the book, that will affect the so and so and so and that. Like, it was a big argument. But Jeff Bezos did it anyway. And it proved that it was the best thing to do, because by knowing more about what your customers want, you can always adapt and you can always improve and accommodate those new needs. Even you might get some ideas for creating new products. Like what's happening with Amazon. They invent so many things. Number two, don't think about tomorrow or next month. You will have to see 20 years in advance. No wonder Jeff Bezos is the big participant in building the gigantic underground clock in Texas that can take 10,000 years. It can take decades, it can take centuries, it can take millennia. And this is just to emphasize and to explain to people the importance of time. Jeff always say, like, you have to see 20 years ahead of your competitors, of your customers' need, of whatever it is. Even you have to see 20 years ahead, even of yourself, if you want to build something of great value. Number three, Jeff Bezos is like a great fan of doing it yourself, DIY. Do it yourself. That's why you see a lot of things invented even and done by Amazon, even manufactured by Amazon, like what they did with Alexa and Kindle, and even now what they are doing about this stores and supermarket where you can just get in and out and buy whatever things you want without even credit card or whatsoever. It's a new system they are doing in Washington, D.C. To quickly brief you about Amazon, in 1994, at that time, Jeff Bezos was still working with David Shaw in Wall Street as investment and stock market broker kind of things. He had like a big salary, very big salary, and he had a bonus. When he told to David that I want to quit and start my own business, he told him about the idea he had in his mind. And that time it was still like not very clear what is the name, what is Amazon, what is Mamazon, nothing was there at all. He told them, what are you doing? You quitting a very stable, good job kind of things. And he said, no, I want to do it. Mackenzie, his wife, and they were newly married that time, supported Jeff, honestly. And then they packed their stuff from New York and they moved to Washington, because the laws in Washington was supporting the e-commerce that time. And the new law was saying that if you sell something outside Washington, D.C., then you don't have to pay the taxes, which has changed. Which changed later. So to make this very long story short, they were driving around in Washington with the truck having their furniture and things following them, and they were thinking where they have to stay and where they will start the company and what will be the name. And they decided the name will be Cadabra, like abracadabra kind of thing. So they decided to be Cadabra. And they were looking for a house with a basement or garage so they can use that garage for starting the company, to save money and not to rent an office. In the early stages of Amazon, Jeff Bezos was doing the packing, delivery, everything by himself. And he kept driving his Honda Accord, I think, until the value of Amazon was like $100 billion. And his net worth was like 60 or 70 billion dollars that time. He's the number one frugality expert. And I will share with you another story of Amazon later on. One of the most important sayings and one of the most important statement Jeff Bezos keeps repeating every time is, he says, I still feel like the guy in that garage backing the books and delivering them to the post office. And that was like very recently, I think in 2017 or 2018, in his interview in Blue Origin rocket station. What you learn from Jeff Bezos, that if you want to build something great, you have to see it in your mind. Jeff Bezos says it is easier to invent the future rather than predicting it. So keep inventing your future, keep thinking of your future, and keep imagining what you want to do with the future. I remember a very good saying of Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid also here. He says, the future belongs to those who can imagine it, design it, execute it. It is not about awaiting rather than creating. Think of it, and I hope to see you very soon with another magical formula of getting rich, and I will be sharing more stories about success and and even I will be sharing more practical method on how to make money, how to start business, how to find the resources, or how to find solution for the small obstacles during the starting phase of any startup. All the best. This is Fuad Al-Sadi, the Wealth Magician. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do now, and don't forget to hit the bell so you can stay updated with more magical formulas for wealth and success. Goodbye.